a super investor. He plays Deadpool, he was Green Lantern, but he's more than that. He actually knows how to make good deals and make a ton of money, and not just in being an actor. This is coming from Motley Fool. Ryan Reynolds, Deadpool actor, super investor. One investment idea made millions more for the movie star than he ever made starring in Deadpool. Let's get on with the article. Before we do, big help to me, share this video, subscribe to the channel, click the bell for notifications. If you know of Ryan Reynolds, you probably know him best for playing the potty-mouthed Marvel superhero in Deadpool, or the more PG-rated Detective Pikachu. Did you know that Ryan Reynolds is also one heck of an investor? It's absolutely true. This is a very cool deal that he did for Aviation American Gin. Let's check it out. Ryan Reynolds' net worth started high. In 2018, CelebrityNetWorth.com, which is relatively accurate, not 100%, but it placed Reynolds' net worth at $75 million, mostly accumulated through his Hollywood paychecks. But not content with that chump change, in February of that year, Reynolds laid out a to-date, still undisclosed sum to acquire a significant minority interest in premium alcohol maker Aviation Gin. This was his. He had a nice chunk of this thing. It's not precisely known how much he paid, but it's now pretty sure bet that he got a damn good deal out of that investment. And of course, as part of the investment, he also promoted it, right? So that worked out. As CNBC reported last month, Reynolds and his partners have agreed to sell Aviation Gin and its parent company, Davos Brands LLC, to drinks giant Diageo. The total purchase price comes to $610 million, divided among one upfront payment of $335 million up front. So that means that Reynolds and his partners get $335 million and up to another $275 million more that Diageo promises to pay as earnouts over the next 10 years, assuming Aviation Gin performs as expected. What is earnouts? Earnouts means when you buy a company and then the company continues to do well after it's been acquired by the new owner. These are additional like bonus payments that are made. So that keeps the original sellers motivated. Obviously, Ryan Reynolds is still promoting Aviation Gin, so it's in his interest to see that it continues to do well as he continues to get paid out. Now, because Reynolds' initial investment in Aviation Gin was never disclosed, and because we likewise don't know what percentage of Aviation Gin he acquired for that investment, it's impossible to say precisely how much of the $610 million is going to Reynolds. But even if he owned as little as 10% of the company, for example, $610 million divided by 10 would still be a lot of money, certainly more money than the $2 million he was getting for Deadpool. And Reynolds did not stop there. Reynolds did another cool deal. I was wondering, why is he promoting this Mint Mobile? I'm like, what's he doing? Even before the Aviation Gin sale was announced, perhaps even before negotiations had begun, Reynolds was already working on a second major investment, and this one headed in an entirely different direction. In November last year, Reynolds revealed he'd purchased a large interest, reportedly more than 25%, in discount prepaid cell phone service provider Mint Mobile. This is Mint Mobile's website. So with Mint Mobile, it's as little as $15 a month. So he's got a significant chunk of this company. Good for him. Good for him. And what's cool about it being a prepaid cell service, that means he doesn't really take a risk on people not paying their cell phone bill. So, he's getting money. As Reynolds said in the company's announcement at the time, the average American is paying $65 a month for telephone service that is mostly essential, meaning it's very unlikely people are going to cancel their phone service. But by piggybacking aboard the cell network of T-Mobile and T-Mobile's infrastructure to carry Mint's service, Mint Mobile is able to provide premium wireless service to its customers for as little as $15 per month. So that means Mint Mobile is really a marketing thing. They may have some of their own technology, but 99% of it is really T-Mobile technology. They're just using their brand, Mint Mobile. Richard Branson did that with all of his Virgin cell phone companies. He made a lot of money off of that. Of course, that's another story, but people do this all the time, this kind of wheeling and dealing stuff. A rate that low could help Mint steal market share among budget-conscious consumers and outgrow bigger rivals such as AT&T, Verizon, and T-Mobile itself. If this is how things play out, Mint may become Reynolds' next winning investment. Now, is Mint Mobile going to be bigger than AT&T, Verizon, or T-Mobile? No, there's no chance it's ever going to be bigger than that because it's just a marketing brand. Those little marketing brands, with their little niche products of like $15 a month, and then it's not really 15, 12 gigabytes a month is really 25, unlimited is 30. So really what they're targeting is $30 a month, say unlimited data, $30 a month, which is still cheaper than average phone service, and it's prepaid. It's got other limitations on it, I'm sure. It's never going to be bigger than any of those three major companies. But that doesn't mean it's not going to be worth some $1 billion, like Richard Branson pulled that just by using the Virgin brand name. So marketing his pretty face with T-Mobile's technology and Mint Mobile's marketing, he could make a ton of money. People do. What investors can learn from Ryan Reynolds. So this is what you could learn from Ryan Reynolds. Not everyone can make these kind of investments. Both aviation and Mint were, after all, private companies, and few ordinary investors have access to those kinds of opportunities. If I was to promote a gin, would you buy it? Let me know in the comments below. Thinking about it. Moreover, Reynolds is able to leverage the star power of his name to grow the value of the brands he invests in. Absolutely. William Shatner did that with Priceline.com and made a lot of money off of that. The stock William Shatner made a hell of a lot, tens of millions of dollars off of that deal. Aviation, for example, enjoyed a better than 100% sales growth the year after Reynolds bought into it. Almost certainly part of that growth came from consumers intrigued by Reynolds' involvement in the project, and they were willing to at least buy a bottle to see what happens. But, as Reynolds has figured out, that's discretionary spending. So when people just buy an expensive gin and they're like, oh, let me try it out, let me give it a shot, whatever, it doesn't mean they're going to become a regular customer of aviation gin. It means they may buy it, it may do well. So you've got a company like Diageo that's very good at marketing high-end liquor brands, and they have a big distribution system. That's a good long-term home for an individual brand, because otherwise, how is aviation going to compete against multiple other brands? And then if for some reason people lose interest in aviation, that would ruin the whole investment for Ryan and his investors. So better for Ryan Reynolds to take his intellectual property, his brand, and then sell it into Diageo. And that's why people make those kinds of deals, because they want to kind of cash out and get some money. Nothing wrong with it. It's fine. That's what he wants to do. But Mint Mobile is something that he can hang on to for a longer amount of time. Why? Because it's not discretionary spending. It's a recurring revenue source. So knowing that, like they're talking about sequels like Deadpool, Deadpool 2, Deadpool 3, you'll get sequel revenue. You'll get recurring revenue when you have somebody's somebody's cell phone service through that regular bill that you get every month, that you pay every month, because who wants to change their cell phone bill every month? Nobody does. Nobody wants to change it. That's recurring revenue. That makes a hell of a lot of sense. And that's what his new deal is. If you want to support my work, go ahead and subscribe to the channel, click the bell for notifications, and jump on to collegeofthedead.com. Get a copy of College of the Dead Graduation Day, where college costs you an arm and a leg. It is not a funny book. It is a horror graphic novel. It's very well written. It's an ongoing series. The first two are done, and we're working on the third one right now. Check it out, collegeofthedead.com, and also sign up at epicmermaids.com for free to get on the email list. We will send you an email when The Mermaids is ready. It's going to be coming soon. It's a full-color ongoing series. It's Game of Thrones with mermaids. I think you'll really like it. I'll see you again soon with another video, and if I don't see you, I will miss you.